today sees us heading to an island off at the island, which we're heading to Bruny Island. And Bruny's got two parts of the island. We've got a North Island and also a South Island. So head down south of Hobart to get to Bruny Island. We'll head down through some really nice roads, through a couple of little towns, including the town of Snug, which everything seemed to be named after Snug, like Snug Hardware and Snug Service Station and Snug this and Snug that. I'm just looking for Snug Fit is what I was after. But yeah, Bruny Island is the destination for today. Personal point of view, still hanging in there with the belt. Just check it out every day, and every time we stop somewhere I check it just to make sure that it's okay, and so far so good. And we'll just keep cracking on and checking that one and making sure that we don't end up with a broken belt on the way down. Not everyone's with us today. There's a few people who said, look, we won't go to Bruny Island, we need a bit of a break, so yeah, that's fair enough. So the ones that have, we're going to have a great day. We're just coming into to Kettering, and Kettering is the town where the actual ferry leaves from to head across to Bruny Island. Beautiful little town, Kettering, right in the little cove. Yeah, just absolutely brilliant. And it's got the best cricket and football ground I've seen anywhere in a country town. Have a look at that one on the left there. That is just amazing. Well, we've made our way down to Kettering now. We're just on the road that heads into the ferry itself, and yeah, there's plenty of boats that are parked around, and there's a nice little coffee shop at the ferry terminal as well. And this is where I had the best coffee in Tasmania. It was absolutely special, this coffee, and there it is there. So I'm going to get myself some son of a gun. And we are first on the ferry, so we've chucked the gear on, enough gear anyway to get us on. The ferry's all set up, ready to go, and we're jumping onto the ferry. Great little setup that they've got. It's really easy to get on and off of. Just make sure that if you are on a Spyder and you're right up the front, don't quite park as far up the front as what I'm about to do. And yeah, put us under cover, which was really good. There's a few showers about, and yeah, we tucked up under there, and that was just the spot to be. Squeezed in pretty tight, and there's plenty of cars on the ferry as well. She was a full one, so luckily we got on when we did. And yeah, we also managed to be one of the first ones off the ferry as well. So yeah, it was a great little trip across, nice and smooth, not too long, about 20 minutes. And yeah, you can see from here
And I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test.
Everyone wanted to talk to us, including that man that was just shaking Greg's hand. He was from Japan, and he just wanted to talk to us about most of the way crossing the ferry. We're coming in now to the ferry terminal, getting ready to jump off and be on our way. We obviously can't be first off because there's a few cars in our way, but as soon as the few of them get out of their way, we get on. I had to just hide my pin there, not people seeing what my pin was.
I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did I know it hurts, but something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
Amazing drawbridge, this one. It comes down and sits so beautifully. I think they've done it so often that they don't even need to worry about lining it up. I think it just lines itself up and away you go. Well, just get these cars out of the way and we'll be on our way. As I said, I'm parked a little bit far forward, so I'm going to have to go forward and then reverse it back and just hope that Greg doesn't follow me too quickly there behind. Listen to that down at the front. Everyone's got to wait for you, so we're all off, we're up and racing now, and we've got about 15 minutes worth of riding until we stop our next stop, so it's just a slow 40k off, and just take the time out of there. Plenty of other cars that are lined up to head back, so it's a busy little ferry that heads across to Bruny. There's people that live on there permanently, plus the tourists, and plenty of people stay overnight because there's plenty of B&Bs and free camps and paid campgrounds and things like that. So great little spot, Bruny Island. Alright, so we're off and we'll see you at the next stop. which is apparently very good at night time. But there it is on the left there. Plenty of parking spots for those. But yeah, that's the neck. Like the rest of Tasmania, the roads and the scenery around this area are just spectacular, and yeah, just can't believe that the place is just so different. No matter each day is just so different. And yeah, Bruny Island was exactly the same, just different everywhere you went. Stop it as a beer, cheese and bread place. It was a little disappointing because the service was a bit ordinary, but yeah, we tried a bit of the cheese, quite nice, tried a bit of a bread platter with it as well, had a wood fire oven that was there, nice place to look around, but yeah, I don't think I'd go back there. So we headed down the road and not very far at all, and we pulled up at the chocolate cottage and thought we'll sample a few of the local chocolates. And whilst the chocolates were quite nice, the actual surround of it, the factory, was just a little shop, and it was very deep gravel and a little bit difficult for a few of us to get into, but no, it was quite interesting. Yeah, the chocolates were fantastic. So we jumped back on and headed off down the road and decided to head down to Adventure Bay, which is the southeastern side of the South Island, and it's quite beautiful down that way. So took a bit of a spin and some nice beautiful winding roads, and this is where we started to get a bit of a shower of rain. Thankfully to Bruny and Pete, they got a bit of footage as we came in here because my GoPro failed. But yes, that's Adventure Bay. That's the lookout up the top, looking down over Adventure Bay. Apparently there used to be a coal mine here many years ago, and there was some relics there of the old coal mine where they used to ship the coal off of Bruny Island. But yeah, really beautiful up there. Feet showing off how wet it is. Overcast, the water was still really crystal clear blue, that cold water blue. And we headed away from the lookout and we headed down to the main part of Adventure Bay, which was Yeah, a little bit interesting. It was a lot smaller than I thought it was. Just had a little shop there. The coffee shop was closed. So we thought we'd get a coffee from the shop, and we sat on the beach and had a bit of a view and just had a bit of a yak for a while where we had a coffee. At the same time as we were having a coffee, across the road from us, they were emptying out the sewerage at the bowls club. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, there was a smell in there that would outlast religion. It was disgusting. But apart from that, nice day. Well, after our coffee, we decided we'd head back over to the other side of the island again and probably grab ourselves a lunch because it was going to take about 40 minutes to get back up there. And we were going to head off to a place called Get Shucked, which was an oyster place. And on the way, we went past some vineyards that were over there on Bruny as well. And yeah, it was a lovely little ride back to where we were going to. One of the things on the way back was a thing called the bread fridge, and what that is this local farmer bakes bread, puts it in the fridge, you go and get this fresh bread and you pay cash for it. It was really cheap and it was really beautiful, and I would highly recommend looking for the bread fridge while you're in Bruny. Eventually got ourselves to Get Shucked and decided to tuck into as much food as we could. Pete there enjoying some oysters. The view was great. You look straight across the road at where they get the oysters from. For myself, I had a mixed dozen and I had a rosé with it, and it was so good I decided to have a second one. So we jumped on, headed back to the ferry. And by this stage it was getting late in the afternoon, and we lined up, got ourselves ready to get on, got a few selfies of all the crew there, and that's me, yeah, it's my ugly doll, and got on the boat and away we went. It was a really nice trip back. Plenty of people wanted to talk about spiders again, as they normally do, but we headed back to Bruny. Well, Rob, he was pretty cold, and I think he'd had enough by the end of the day. Oh, that was Bruny Island, beautiful place, very much worth a visit, highly recommended.